This is the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, published by Arcturus Publishing in 2024. This is a lovely little pocket-sized edition, bound in this wonderful white cloth. The front is gilded with this fake gold embossing that says Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, and has this little portrait of him. Although it does look very cartoonish and simple. The gilding is obviously not real gold. You can tell by the very dark appearance, but it still looks nice nonetheless. The spine has the title Meditations in this nice bold gilding with the author's name in a smaller font. And we do have the publisher's logo, Arcturus, in this foil stamp on the bottom. The back cover does not have any design on it besides the stamping in the actual cloth itself. But I think it looks quite nice and it feels nice as well. This is a very good book cloth that they use, especially for an edition as cheap as this one. I bought this book for $9 at Barnes & Noble's, and I would say that that is a great price for a new book. The page edges are gilded with that same fake gold. I think it looks quite nice, even though it is obviously not real. It has a nice, deep, rich color to it. There are headbands in this light blue. I think those look quite nice as well. For the end papers, we have this dark, slightly reflective golden paper, which I think looks quite nice, although it's not hard at all. It's just normal paper. Here is the title page. It does not say anything about the translation, but we'll get to that soon. Here's the publishing information, printed in China. Here are the contents. And here's a very short introduction, only 2 pages. It gives you some information about Marcus Aurelius himself. And on the back, we do actually get to know who the translator is, and that is George Long. This is a very old translation, which is why this book was so cheap, because it is likely public domain. Actually, it is public domain, I know for a fact. There are obviously no illustrations in this book due to the nature of the content, and the book size itself is so small. But it is set up quite nicely. The text is big and readable. We have these nice little designs, these little leaf designs, and then at the bottom we have this ancient looking design. So it is quite readable. The only thing I wish they would have done would have included passage numbers at the beginning of each section. I do like the font that they use at the page headers. And of course, there is no other content in the book itself, no illustrations. And these separate books are separated by these nice chapter headers. This one has a little wave design underneath it. This book does not lay flat, but that's not really expected out of a book this small. It is very nice and readable. You could easily sit there with this book open and read this for hours. The translation is considered quite a bit archaic. Not the best, most modern translation, but for the price, you can't really go wrong, especially for a book of this quality. And the end papers at the back are that same dark gold as at the front, and I think they look quite nice. That's all for this pocket-size edition of Meditations. And this is another great book from Arcturus Publishing. That's all. Thank you very much.